A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here we go.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Wilson from his end zone on third and long. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
26. All right.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Get 300! Get 300!
From the 22, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. J.K. Dobbins, 67 yards. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 82 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now a give, right side. Watkins, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And it's a Titans touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a play fake. Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers going to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
37 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 87 yards rushing for him in his 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Third and 2, now Wilson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it.
A final shot before break. Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Rosa's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Slot man moves right. They go play action with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, we're not going. 26. Over here.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Inside.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Now, that's a mound over man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense. Better field position.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Now it's Wilson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, Packer pressure, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to staff the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. Touchdown! Christian Watson.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Charlie. 66. Exit. Hustle. Let's go. Ready?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Steele.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Now a handoff up the... Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Another run here with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. There's Wilson to throw. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside.
Ready.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. One last shot for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.